Now we have the correct stream info. Everything was correct. And no rip. We're not rip. We're not rip today. Yeah, I got the stream info updated. I nixed the stream almost immediately, and then updated the stream info and started it back up again. So there should be, I deleted the incorrect broadcast. I deleted the notification. There should be no record. There should be no evidence whatsoever. There's no comment. I'm gonna ban everybody who is here, including myself. All evidence will be erased. What's up, everybody? I'm Spinni Spider. We're gonna get into it pretty soon today. This is going to be, real quick, this is going to be my last regular scheduled stream. I'm not ending streaming altogether at all. I just need to be able to do streams that are not on... I need to be able to do streams when I feel good for doing them. And sometimes with my health and my energy, I am not up for streaming for like a week or 2 or 4, and I never know, like, that's not something that I can predict how long it's going to last very well. And sometimes I'm going to be up for, I'll be down for streaming like multiple times a week, and I just need to be able to go with that. So I tried the scheduled streaming thing for a solid couple of months, I think. I don't know. It was a plurality of weeks in a row that I scheduled every Tuesday to stream. But anyway, so I'll be streaming irregularly. The only way that you're going to be able to know ahead of time is if you're on my my Discord server. Anyways, okay. Oh, and speaking of my Discord server, I posted some art updates of my my VTuber art, some work in progresses in the Spinni content channel. So go check that out if you're on the Discord server, or if you joined the Discord server, or if you know me on Discord, you can just poke me and I'll probably share. I don't know. Okay, let's I really have like anything else to talk about right now, so let's just get into it. We're going to be determining whether or not to press buttons. I decided to do this instead of art today because the mood that I'm in, I would not be very talkative about art, I don't think, but with this, there's so much to talk about with will you press the button. You can control a mind, but it's only your mind. I've been I've been sitting on this one because I got this up while I was preparing for stream, and I have decided that I will not press the button because this is dangerous. Maybe I'm injecting a bit too much like neurochemistry into this, but I feel like if I can just like set my mind to whatever state I want to set it to, then that's gonna be a real quick road to just like absolutely burning myself out chemically and doing some fuckies with like hormones and neurotransmitters and shit. No, I know that if I had this ability, I would absolutely end up like fucking myself up with it and doing some kind of unhealthy thing. So I will not press this button. 33% did not press it. I think for most people, it's probably a relatively easy yes. I mean, just looking at this. I guess probably not a lot of people have had, well, no, probably a fair number of people have had experiences with like trying to make themselves think a certain way regardless of how they're feeling, but like, I don't know, I don't know. Anyway, next one. Next button. You have any amount of money you want, but one of the people you love the most will die as soon as you choose an amount. No. No, I will not. Maybe if there was, like, some kind of technology, which if I guess if there was a situation where, I knew how to, like, pay an amount of money to get someone brought back to life, or if I could use some of the money to reverse that effect, then maybe I would say yes, but, well, then this wouldn't really be a button question, would it? You could have an internal tracking device inside your brain that finds anything that you lose. But everyone knows of you having this power, and every day there are people asking you to find some of their own belongings. Huh. Yeah. I think I'd go for this. Everyone, hold on. Everyone knows. Everybody knows. How does the zoom? Okay. Everyone knows. No. No, I don't. I was gonna go for it, but then I was like, I don't know about everybody knowing that about me. That seems like it could really quickly lead into a, I'm gonna take my hand off the button. Like it could really quickly lead me into a situation that I do not want to be in. That seems like way not worth. This seems so not worth. Oh, really? You want... There's like 7 or 8 billion people on the planet or something. Everyone knows you have this device that lets you... This device in your brain that lets you find lost things. Feels inconvenient to constantly have to explain that you have to be the one that loses it. Anything that you lose. Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. Tribulated, you're right. That's, hadn't even considered, like, that aspect of it. Yeah, there's too many downsides to that. It's too much downside. You have the best night of your life, but you get drunk and puke on yourself in front of everyone. Huh. Would it be the best night of my life? But no, I feel like that's like... This is just content. That's just a story. Like, this is like almost like, this is... obviously, I would prefer for this not to happen, but overall, in the context of this, that you have the best night of your life. I feel like this is, for me, almost neutral, because that's also just like a funny thing to be able to say. Just like punchline your description of your best night of your life. And then I threw up on myself. I think I'll hit this button. Yeah. Wow, really close. Really close with this one. Makes sense, yeah. Be a villain that kills people on a daily basis, but humanity views you as their leader. They view you as a good person. Ugh. No. Nah, no. I was considering, like, an angle where it's like, maybe if I can choose which person I kill, then I could, like, prioritize people who, like, want to be euthanized or something. But then, what? Or the upside is, like, really not much of an upside. That does not feel like it'd be worth being in that situation or doing that to people. I don't want this. No. I don't want to be the leader of humanity. Ugh. That's so much. That's a lot to do. That's a lot of people to be the leader of. Related. Feel like someone that would press the button wouldn't see either of these as a downside. Yeah. I feel like there's probably some I'm certain that there's some number of people who see who would be like that. Yeah, for sure. For sure. You are given $10 million, but you have to wipe 200 times after every number 2. This is not my favorite question. Okay. 200 times? What constitutes a... I don't want to get into the math of this. I'm just not going to with this one. I'm not. Yeah, you'll have fun with your $10 million. You are the greatest artist of all time in any medium, and your work is cherished long after you die, but nobody recognizes your genius during your lifetime. I feel like that's, the greatest artist of all time in any medium, and your work is cherished long after you die. After you die? I don't know. You would press this? Yeah, that's fair. I can definitely understand people wanting to press this. I feel like what I desire would not be this extreme. I would like to have, if I'm going to be a very great artist of a medium, I would like to have some recognition, at least enough recognition to, like, have an impact on my life, my living circumstances, have some kind of, like, tangible benefit. Maybe if my living situation was better, maybe if I had, like, fewer worries and stuff, then I might hit this button, but as is, nah, no. Yeah. I already make art and don't really do anything with it other than enjoy it myself. Yeah, that's great. So just a long-term upside. Get $100 in your bank account every day that you can only spend on yourself, but you must accept a phone call from a starving child before every meal. I can think about this in terms of, like, I could do something like before every meal, I can think about this in terms of like I could do something for the starving child, even if it's just like being amateur, like just being someone for them to talk to, because chances are a starving child probably has additional problems other than strictly being starving. But then it's also basically like I'm getting paid $100 every day to do like 2 to 4 mini therapy sessions for starving children that could not tangibly help. And I can make that any length of time, but no. Oh god, that would fuck me up so bad. Like, I could see there being some days where I'd be up for that, but a lot of days, this would just, like, ruin my psychological health. It wouldn't be worth $100 a day. It would need to be a lot more money. You could use the money you would normally spend on food to feed children, then use the $100 for your own meals. The math for that does not really work out, unfortunately. Like, $100... Wait, $100 every day. That is a fair amount of money over the course of a month. But... $100... This could maybe be a thing if it was giving me enough money that I could use it to, like, make it so that there aren't starving children. That there is no starving child to call me before every meal. But, well, $100 a day is not enough to make that happen. No, this is not worth it. This is not worth it. There are a lot of days where I would not be in the mental health state to handle talking to a starving child before every meal. I need to eat on those days. Yeah, no. You are rich beyond your wildest dreams, but you can only spend your money on others, not yourself. Fuck yeah. Yeah, fuck yeah. Without hesitation. Yeah. Yeah, fuck yeah. Absolutely I would do that. Like... But... There's no way I wouldn't do... I don't understand why... Like, you can only spend your money on others, not yourself. Like, okay. So I can... If you use your money to help other people with things, then there will be people to help you. People will be there to help you. You don't really need to spend money on yourself. Oh no, you would just... Oh, okay, I see, yeah. Oh no, I would just hate that. Oh no, it would be so bad if I was rich beyond my wildest dreams and I could only spend money on myself. Ooh! It'd be so bad. Yeah, no, a lot of times when I have, like, surplus money, the first thing that I want to do with, like, excess money is to spend it on other people. So, like, this is not even a downside to me. You have unlimited amounts of money, but you can never have sex again. I guess technically you'd pay the mortgage rent to spend it on your partner. I could probably loophole it into spending it on Morrigan, but I don't think I would even have to resort to that if I did it correctly. Okay, you can have unlimited amounts of money, but you can never have sex again. I have enough money. I have unlimited amounts of money. Like, that's a huge... Unlimited amounts is big amounts. Like, y'all, that's a big amount. That's a super big amount. Like, a big enough amount of that, and I don't really, like... Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll press that button. Wow, 50-50 split. Incredible. Just very slightly in favor of, people pressing the button. Wait, do I need to have sex again if I have unlimited amounts of money? Like, everything that you can get from sex, there are ways you can get it otherwise. Especially if you have unlimited amounts of money. You can speak telepathically to anyone in the world, but you lose the ability to speak audibly. Unlimited money equals unlimited toys. Unlimited money means I could fix up, like, national infrastructures and, like, what's the word? What is that word? Whenever subsidize. Yes, thank you. What was I saying? If I had unlimited money, I could, like, subsidize internet connections and stuff. And I could just do, like, a online stuff. I could fulfill that. I could fulfill my sexual needs with online things. God, yeah, I'm hesitant about getting into more detail because I have not put that label, that content label on this stream, so I don't want to That is a tough one. My partner and I just opened up a relationship. I don't have experiences now that I can. Unlimited money, though, is unlimited money. Yeah. With unlimited money, you could hook yourself up to a robot body and have crazy VR and have, like, have equipment to hook yourself up to a robot body, but you can vicariously experience that robot body, and you can make the robot body whatever kind of body. See, where is the line of what is sex? See, that is a very good reason for me to it's a really good time for me to put the fucking sexual themes label on the stream. Alright. Okay, so where's the line of what is sex? That is an extremely good question, because I think a lot of people would probably qualify it. There's probably a lot of people who would qualify sex as, like, specifically intercourse. And then there's probably a lot of people who would qualify sex as, like, if you're getting any kind of, like, sexual or erotic pleasure and having physical contact with another person, then that they would probably qualify that as sex. There's probably people who would qualify that as sex as well. I feel like the safest bet for not being able to have sex is to just rule out everything that involves you having direct physical contact with someone. It was me, Elster. Yeah, that was... Rule out everything that involves you having direct physical contact with someone, and just assume that, like, if you're getting sexual, you can't be in, like, the same room as someone else. and you can't have any physical contact with someone in order for you to get sexual pleasure or to have sex or any kind of fulfillment like that. So therefore you have to use bioresonance. Yes, you have to use your telepathic ability that you're getting from this button. Okay, so oh gosh, okay. You can speak telepathically to anyone in the world, but you lose the ability to speak audibly. God, that single question just like completely derailed my rating for this stream. Hold on, I gotta... Let me grab a, fucking... What the fuck do... Emojis. Emoji. Put a nobody under 18 on this one. This question is just, do you want to be psychic, but without the other powers? Imogen? Oh, I see what you're talking about with Imogen. Okay, yeah. Took me a second. Emojis. Emoji. Oh, okay, yeah. I was still thinking in terms of that previous question. I thought you were talking about, like, could be an AI or something. I don't know. Anyway, so you can speak telepathically to anyone in the world, but you lose the ability to speak audibly. Now, if, wow, this has some potential here. If you had asked me, like, a year ago, I would have fucking slapped this into oblivion. I would have taken this without a second's hesitation. But now I'm getting my voice towards where I want it to be, and I'm proud of that accomplishment. And I've also been streaming, and it's not impossible to stream without being able to speak audibly. Like, there's plenty of ways that I could work around that. But I like my voice, and I like using my voice on stream. There are ways that I could, like, work around that, but, like, if I had the telepathic ability, I could, like, hire somebody to speak for me in real time. And also, if I could speak telepathically to anyone in the world, that is something that would be extremely useful and probably extremely marketable, but also, like, come with some problems. Oh, I might not want to market that, though, because if I start marketing that, and I'm like, if I'm the only person who can speak telepathically to anyone in the world, if I am the only person on the planet can telepathically speak to anyone, then that would make me a super high-profile target for people with money and power. You could talk directly to the people in chat. If you could group speak to people telepathically, I could do that, yeah. And I could also become extremely wanted. Like, speak telepathically to anyone in the world. It has, like, tactical and strategic implications. That has, like, all kinds of potential utilities. I'm not sure that this would be worth it for me. I guess I could try to, like, control the notoriety of this, of my ability, and keep it, like, doubtful enough that I wouldn't attract too much attention, but it would be, like, a really fine line trying to, like, get some marketability out of this and make money off of this ability so I can impact my life, but not let it get out too much. I don't know. Speak to the entire world at once every time. World just has to get used to your inner thoughts all the time. Oh my gosh. There are fantasy scenarios where that would be fun, but I would not want that in real life, I don't think. No, this is too on the fence for me. I would not hit this button. There's too much room for regrets here. Fair enough, you know, 61%, fair enough. You can turn invisible, but you lose your sense of taste. What's the downside? Okay, no, my sense of taste has been improving, so that would actually be a loss. You can turn invisible. I'm going to presume that this isn't just like my body turning invisible, or that I have like some amount of control so that like I could turn my body and or my worn items invisible, or either way, just like a more favorable sense of I can turn invisible. Sense of taste like in style and no one needs to know. You lose your sense of taste, and turn invisible. What would I utilize from that? Like, in my day-to-day life, I could use that so that I could feel less anxious going outside, and I could, like, take walks and stuff. And I could use that for fun and games, but beyond that, I guess I could, like, start... No, there's not really, like, a lot of things I'd want to do with that otherwise. Not in real life. So this isn't like a huge... Ironically, as someone with social anxiety who spends a lot of her time hiding away and stuff, I don't feel like I would get a whole lot of benefit out of being able to turn invisible, at least not enough to outweigh losing my sense of taste. No. Yeah, I can see this being a pretty even split. And yeah, this is one that would be like super situational, very, very dependent on the individual. Okay, gonna take a sip of honey lemon ginger tea. All the movies you want get made with the cast you want, the music you want, etc. But from now on, you can only watch the first half of every movie you watch. I will not. I don't have that much of an investment in making all of the movies that I want with the cast and music and etc. like just the way that I want them. I don't have enough investment of that to outweigh only being able to watch the first half of every movie. Like, that would mean that I could make it so that the first half of every movie that I make reaches a conclusion in a way that I would like, and then the second half of the movie is just like a filler or whatever, or supplemental details. But only for every other movie in existence that's not, I need to be able to see the end. I need to see the ending for movies that I start if I have like any interest in them. And yeah, this is not worth it for me personally, but I can understand people might want to maybe do this. I don't know, actually. I feel like the kind of person who would be this invested in having the movies they want made, this would probably be too much of a downside. This is too, like... this is the kind of question that's like asking you if you want an apple, but then also that apple has like someone has bitten out of it. Like this feels like the kind of thing where it would need to you need to make this this downside a bit more orange. You need to make it more apples and oranges. Or this is just like I feel I'm guessing that this is gonna have like a significant like will not press the button bias. That's my guess. You become immortal, but you still cannot die when the earth gets swallowed up by the sun. I feel like I could take advantage of that. I think a lot. I think I've thought way too much about immortality over the course of my life. I feel like I would hit this, actually. So you just need to make sure interstellar space travel becomes a thing before that? Yeah, and like, if you're immortal, then there are things you can do. There's a lot of things that you can do if you are immortal. And then there's also, like, the question of the details of the immortality. Like, I cannot die. Am I able to modify my body? Am I able to, like... Well, actually, it doesn't even matter, like, too much, because even if my body is, like, not... Even if I cannot modify my body or do anything, I can still figure out ways to, like, extend myself with non-intrusive equipment, and then, like, do things transhuman that way, basically. There's so many good things that you could do. There's so many good things you could do for people if you're immortal. And yeah. Yeah, I feel like I would hit this. I feel like I would hit this, yeah. Let's hit this. Wow, yeah. Alright, next. You gain the power to read the entirety of a book simply by touching the cover, but it doesn't work on textbooks / any books the teacher is going to quiz you about. Alright, yeah. Sure. Like, this is one of those where it's, like, an easy yes, because this downside is not really a downside, it's just a limitation to the upside. Like, this isn't actually impacting myself in any way. This is purely a positive, it's just a limited positive. And it's not even that limited because, frankly, for me, I would do, downside is just specific for those who are in school. Yeah, and, I don't mind, like, I do, when I get in the right mood, I do a fair amount of, non-fiction reading and stuff. And then, like, any books the teacher is going to quiz me, that's not even relevant to me. So, like, I'm just presuming that this is, like, textbooks / non-fiction. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love to have the ability to just, like, read the entirety of a textbook simply by touching the cover, but I wouldn't mind being able to do that with non-textbooks as well. Like, there's a lot that you can learn from those. There's a lot of, like, novels and fictions and things that I would like to have read and just do not have the energy and time and attention span to read them. So I'd definitely go for that. You can talk to and understand animals. You can only hear them when they are rude. I mean, okay. But this is... The best time to know exactly what an animal is being rude about. Okay, I'm taking this with some whimsy here. And also 100% of some animal species. Yeah, there are some animals that are just like rude all of the time. It'd be funny, but if they are always rude, it would be tiring. But I would still be able to understand them. That's a valuable thing that I could be able to do. Plus, a lot of times whenever animals aren't being rude, they're not really that hard for me to understand anyway. When animals are being rude, it's usually whenever they're like wanting something specific, and that is often a time whenever I want to be able to know like what exactly it is that they're talking about. And again, overall, if you look at the structure of this one, you can talk to and understand animals, but you can only hear them when they are rude. This is interpreting it one way. This is, again, just like a limitation on a net benefit. Assuming that you can only hear them refers mostly to understanding animals. But if you can only hear them when they are being rude means that when animals are not being rude, they're like completely silent to you. You're like deaf to those animals. Like they're muted to you. You cannot hear them at all. That starts being like a bit of a downside, because that means that there's a lot of situations where I would be able to hear an animal normally, but I wouldn't be able to hear them if I had hit this button. So I only hear them when they are rude. I guess that would mean that for animals that I have regular interaction with, they would learn to be rude to me all the time, and that sounds funny. Only hear the cat when he's being an asshole? Yeah. Which would also mean that whenever he's not being an asshole, I don't have to hear him. Yeah, I think I'd go for this. Yeah. Oh yeah. Most people, almost everyone hit this. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. You will never have to see an advertisement for the rest of your life, but a hive of African killer bees is made near your doorstep. I was about to hit this button without hesitation, and now I'm going to hit it with some hesitation. So, let me explain. I will never have to see an advertisement for the rest of my life. I cannot emphasize how much I despise ads. And then, yes, one-time downside. I guess I'm not going out then. Well, yeah. So this is a one-time downside. This is what we call in D&D an instantaneous effect. It happens once, and then it's over. So there is now a hive of African killer bees near my doorstep. That is a situation that we can resolve. That is something that we can do something about, and then never have to worry about it again. And then, like, for the next, like, 10 to 50 years or what the fuck ever, I never have to see an advertisement for the rest of my life. And frankly, that would do a lot for my mental health. There's a lot of things that I would be much more willing to do. Why can't I find an exterminator? Just call someone and take care of relocating them. Yeah. Yeah. This is an easy yes for me. Easy yes. Aliens come to Earth and befriend you and the planet, but only if you marry their queen. Oh. My instinct is to say yes. There's so much variability, though. Like, what is the species like? What is their queen like? Who is she? Like, what does marriage constitute in their culture? There's befriend Earth and the planet. Like, there's some things that I could guess maybe about their culture, but like, but I'm already married. Polyam, let's go. True, but we aren't looking for a third. I'm not worried about any of that because my wife is the one over there fucking cheering me on to marry the queen. That's the kind of relationship we have. Let's go. Yeah. Some fun individually, maybe together on occasion if we found the right person for that. Yeah. Okay. For me, marrying their queen. It depends so much on who the queen is and what the species is like and what is entailed with marriage. Like, there's too many variables. There's so much possibility for like marrying their queen to be like what if it's like what if it's one of those species where it's like marrying them means that they will try to mate with you and they will devour you after they mate with you or something? Or what if the queen is just like a real fucking like turf or Tory or something? Good catch. I'd prefer to be on the other side of that one. What if the species is just like one that I cannot really like connect with in a romantic or intimate or maritally relevant way? Loveless marriage. And like a loveless marriage can be fine. Again, depends on the partner and the species though, and the obligations with the marriage. Like, ugh. I don't know, y'all. I don't think I'm gonna do this one. I can see why a lot of people would go for that, but no, there's way too many unknowns with that. You become a genius, rich, and athletic, but you're constantly constipated. Sorry versus Krogan. I barely know enough about Mass Effect to understand that sentence. To understand what those words mean. Yeah. A Sorry versus Krogan situation, yeah. Okay, you become a genius, rich, and athletic, but you are constantly constipated. What if you already are a smart athlete with gut issues? Then you become genius and rich, I guess. I know, like, cognitively, consciously, academically, thinking about it, big brain, genius, rich, and athletic, absolutely, like, in a utility sense, outweighs being constantly constipated. Unless I'm gonna guess that it's like just enough health condition that you are constipated and not enough health condition that like the rest of you like starts to fail because of the horrific constipation. It's just like just enough to be like definitely constipated. Sorry, are the all-female species that can telepathically connect with anyone for copulation? Yeah. Krogan are very large warriors that just like to destroy things? Yeah, yes, okay, yeah. Okay, genius, rich, and athletic, constantly constipated. I would guess that this would also mean that, like, no matter what I do, whatever health condition I have, any, like, attempts to treat or cure it just fail, and I'm definitely constipated. And I'm just like always at the end of it, no matter what, I'm constipated. Constipation can be deadly? Yeah, absolutely. There are ways, I feel like there are still ways around this. Like, there's probably, if I'm a genius, rich, and athletic, I can probably, like, figure out a good, like, a liquid diet or something that actually, like, kind of works and, like, minimize the impact of this. I feel like this is coming down to, like, details, and, I feel like becoming a genius, rich, and athletic would give me the tools that I need to solve or work around this problem and any other problems that it presents. So I think I'm going to hit this button, even if I'm, like, not happy about this downside. I think this is worth it. I think I'll be able to do things about it, and there are too many good things I could do with these to turn it down. So, yeah. Yeah. 4654. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. You can lift a very heavy object for a minute, let's say a car, but you have to wait a couple hours before you can use your muscles again. Okay, so this is like... That's just me in real life. That's just me right now, as I am. But now we're just cranking that up to I can lift a car for a minute. So that just means my one burst of physical activity for a day can be way more useful than it already is. This is just anyone already? Exactly. No, I think if what I've read is correct, for most people, after doing like a minute of like maximum exertion, we're looking at like 30 to 45 minutes of rest before they can at least use their muscles, even if they're not great. This is like a downside, but... Oh, and I'm also assuming that this wording is connected to this, and that like after you lift the car, you have to wait a couple hours before you can use your muscles again. If I was taking this like at its word, like literally, then it would be like after I hit this button, I just have to wait a couple of hours where I can't use my muscles, and then after that, it's just I now have this ability to lift a car for a minute at a time. But I'm guessing that that's not what they're going for. Because otherwise this wouldn't even be a downside, really. Wait a couple hours for use. Yeah, this is worth it. This is worth it. Yep. Worth. Very worth. Be able to pass all U subjects at school with no effort, but you will always have a lunchtime detention. I just hit the button. Like, no, the few times that I've spent in lunchtime detention and when I was going to school were like the most chill and peaceful lunches I've ever had. And like, they weren't even, at least at the time, they weren't even like really punishments to me. I was just like, wow, it's so quiet in here. It's so nice. Yeah, no. For me, not really a downside. Right? I opted into detention a few times. Yeah. You can lift it What? Didn't I just do this? Yeah, I did just do this. Because that happens every now and then. You can have sex with any person you want, anytime you want, but your lovers have the ability to release a recorded sex tape at any time. You got a detention once for sneaking into detention. Oh my god, that's kind of funny. Detention hack. You can have sex with any person you want, anytime you want, but your lovers have the ability to release a recorded sex tape at any time. It's just a really quiet study room? Yeah, absolutely. Your lovers have the ability to release a recorded sex tape at any time. I once got in it for drawing during art class and reading in the library. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that to me. We weren't allowed to study during though. Ooh, darn. Oh well. So you just like eat and meditate for a detention time. That sounds great to me. You don't get... Okay. I didn't think about that. That would be different. At my school, detention was a thing that you served at lunch. So like, your lunchtime was spent in detention. That was how they did it at my school. Oh, yours was after school. Oh, that sounds like way worse. That sounds like downright frustrating even. Wow. Okay. Have sex with any person you want, anytime you want. Your lovers have the ability to release a recorded sex tape anytime. Okay, so thinking about this is like... a recorded sex tape at any time. Okay. I'm going to interpret this such that basically every time I have sex with someone, it's recorded. It's somehow like magically recorded, and then after I'm done having sex with them, they have the sex tape and they have like the full custody and legal ownership of it, and they have like some kind of option is made readily available to them to release it anywhere that they want at any time. Because this seems to be what makes most sense to me. Because otherwise, like going literally by the wording, it's like your lovers have the ability to release a recorded sex tape at any time. It doesn't say, this doesn't specify that it's like a recorded sex tape of you, or if it's like a sex tape that has been recorded once of you, and then it's all of your lovers have the ability to release that specific sex tape. And it also doesn't specify that like you're talking about a fucking this contract is not specific enough. Yeah, I'm assuming that the sex tape is of me, and I'm assuming that it's like a tape of the sex that I had with the person. In which case, either I just like get used to my sex tapes being released all the time and then like make a fucking brand out of it or something, or I just become selective about who I have sex with, which is not really like much of a change. This is weird when I think about it too much. I want to have people want to be with me and not me dictate it, so two downsides on this one for me. Although I probably actually don't care about the second part. I don't care if people see that. Constantly lol. Worked. So there anyway. Yeah, so like I have to assume I'm going to assume that like what this basically does is lowers the reluctance of people to have sex with you, and that I'm going to assume that like if I can have sex with any person I want anytime I want, it's going to be consensual, and at the very least, like this is basically, I'm guessing, going to make it so that everyone is willing. That's what I'm going to choose to interpret this as everyone is willing at all times. At which point it becomes just a matter of like my decision, which I guess is technically a benefit, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about this one. It's like that. If that's the case, I press it. Yeah. This is weird when I think about it too much, because like, this is, what is this doing to people's minds and brains? Like, what is it doing to people's, like, willingness and wills and personal determination? How is it altering them to make this be the case? Am I actually, is this like, I hit this button and then I've non-consensually altered everybody's minds to be consensual with me at all times? Like, this is fucking weird. No, this is fucking, the more I think about this, the more fucked up this gets. I'm not gonna press this button. I'm not gonna press this button. If that's the case, I press it. Sex tape part doesn't bother me. That was my point initially. Yeah, I feel like this is probably not that bad, but like there's like a specific, there's like some like existentially horrific outcomes like that this could result in that make this like so very much not a thing that I would want. Like things that make this downside feel like nothing, even though like I can be very anxious and private about that stuff. Okay. Cure cancer, but you can never play video games again. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna hit that. It's like, okay, curing cancer, for one, is just already, like, a really big, like, huge upside, huge benefit, like, that this is just, like, no, there's, like, no question. This is just, like, a huge, like, yeah, I'm gonna hit this button, probably. Cancer's already on its way to being cured. Sure, but... Okay, well, I'll get back to that. One, cure cancer, good reason to hit a button. But you can never play video games again. This kind of sucks. But one of my life dreams is to make a video game, so I can't press this one. Yeah, so... Never play video games again. I feel like that would suck for me, but I can get a lot of my enjoyment from watching people play video games, and I feel like this would make it... This would really, like, kind of, narrow my options, so to speak. So, like... Huh. Yeah, I can enjoy quite a bit watching other people play video games, and it'd be interesting to be in a situation where, like, if I ever make a video game again, I would need someone else to play it, to test it and stuff, and I don't know, like, there's a lot of enjoyment I get from making video games that, like, is from watching other people play them. But I don't know, there's enough gray area that I can see myself regretting this, but I think it would be worth curing cancer, and like, even if we are on the way to curing cancer, if I can just hit a button to cure cancer, that's probably gonna save a lot of effort and lives, because like, there are people who are suffering from cancer now, and like, however much time it's going to take to be able to cure them between now and whenever the cure is resolved for their particular cancer, that's time when they have cancer that I could cut out by hitting that button. Plus all the resources that are being spent on cancer research and treatment development and stuff like that. Like, I can just end all of that by pressing a button. Even if we were like 99.9% of the way there, that could still be worth it. What kind of game do you want to make? Probably a SNES era, like RPG of some kind? Oh, girl. Oh, girl. Oh. Oh, wow. We, Tribulated, see me after class. Okay. Chrono Trigger was amazing. We need more of that? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, you can make a planet in our solar system and shape it however you want, giving you the potential to make your own heaven planet. Okay. That's... Oh, hold on. Wait. Hold up. Only, but I doubt I'd be able to make anything of that quality. You can make a planet in our solar system and shape it however you want, giving you the potential to make your own heaven planet. That's already so much right there. It's already so much right there. I can just make a planet in our solar system. Shape it however I want. That's just like thinking about making use of that is already like, whoa, hold on. That's... I would need to like make sure that like just materializing a planet in our solar system wasn't gonna like fuck up the fucking orbits and gravities and physics and all that shit of all the other planets and celestial bodies and stuff. Like, oh my gosh. Wow. But you can't go to any other planet ever. Upon entering another planet's sphere of gravitational influence, you unleash a heart as powerful as a supernova, killing all life forms. What the fuck? I spent way too much time thinking about the upside of this. I don't think... This is not only, like, not super sensical, like, I can't go to any other planet. Upon entering another planet's sphere... Okay, no, okay, so this is the reason why you can't go to any other planet ever. Okay, fine. Upon entering another planet's sphere of gravitational influence, unleash it. Okay. Alright, okay. So I can make a planet in our solar system that is anything that I want it to be, but I have to stay on Earth, I'm guessing? Or, this isn't very clear. I'm guessing that I have to stay on Earth. And I just don't worry about this. I'm cursed to stay on Earth. And then, as long as I stay on Earth, I don't really have to worry about this. Okay, I mean... Huh. I guess, technically, this is actually better than simply you can't go to any other planet ever. Because if this is the reason that I can't go to any other planet ever, then hypothetically, I could be sent to another planet. I just would have to be the first person there in that entire solar system. Well, killing all life forms in the solar system, that would probably kill me too. This doesn't give me any kind of protection from that. So, okay. Yeah, this is basically just... I have to stay on Earth or be outside of planets' gravitational influence, which I'm assuming that this is talking about, like, which planet I'm... Not changing which planet I'm most gravitationally influenced by. Okay, I can't go to any other planet ever. Okay, sure. I'm just gonna think about this of I can't go to any other planet ever. I'm stuck on Earth. I'm stuck on Earth. But I can make a planet in our solar system that is anything that I want it to be, that's still like something I could get a lot out of and something that I could benefit a lot of people with, hypothetically, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I want to, like, I mean, I guess, I don't know if I want, I'm unsure if I want to do that to our fucking economy and industry right now. Like, if I make a heaven planet or something, then there's gonna be a lot of reaction to that on the planet. People are gonna want to go, like, mine and colonize it and stuff, and that's gonna require a lot of manufacturing and stuff, which people are already doing, but, like, I don't know if that's, like, something that we should be focusing on right now. But at the same time, if there was, like, a good enough planet close enough by, then maybe that could make it worth it? I don't know. There's too much I do not know. But realistically, I'm probably not going to go to any other planet ever, so okay, fine. I gained the ability to make a planet, any kind of planet I want in our solar system. I don't necessarily have to immediately, so, like, I gain this power, and I can, like, think on it. I can sit on this for a bit and figure out what I want to do with it. I guess I'd rather have that power than not have that power? Maybe? I don't know. I don't think I want that responsibility, actually. I don't know if I want that responsibility. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna go for this one. Alright. Next one. We are constantly in the sphere of gravitational influence of other planets. Yeah, exactly. Make a planet, throw gravitational stability of the solar system, destroy it all? No way. It's just how large of a degree it is felt. Yeah, yeah. Like, just being on Earth, we're in the gravitational influence of the moon, but I'm guessing that, that question was talking about, like, which planet you're most influenced by, and, like, whether you're within, like, that planet's whether or not, like, if you're placed in a neutral state, you would drift to that planet. If you were just, like, popped into that point without any velocity, would you drift to Earth or another planet? Anyway, you will never have to eat, drink, or breathe again. All food will taste uncooked, will taste like uncooked Brussels sprouts, and every other liquid will taste like olive oil. Huh. But I don't have to eat, drink, or breathe again. I don't know, like, eating and drinking is enjoyable, but there's enough other things in life that I could enjoy if I didn't have to eat, drink, or breathe again. So I guess it depends.